So the next step to do is to continue to edit other aspects of the website or the blog, right? So the next area is to edit the featured articles. But before we do that, let's do something quickly. So just open a new tab and go to your site. In this case, I'll just go to portal.com.ng. You go to your own site. So that it opens up the home page of this site. We're going to use it as we go forward. The essence of this is to make sure that we're able to link some pages with some areas in this place. So for featured articles, we'll just type in some text here. You can say anything. So you click here and come here and type in any text. I'll type in any text and I'll be back. So I'll type in read the best event planning or wedding articles on our blog. So it's here. We're not going to change anything yet. So we'll come here and change this area. To change this area, we need to put a link here so that when people come to this blog or this website homepage, when they click here, they can view all our articles. And it's simple. Just click here. And if you come to this area, you will see that there is a space to put link here. So go to where we open our blog in a separate area and click on blog. When you click on blog, you realize that this URL has changed. It is now your domain name /blog. Copy it. And come to this area, click here, and then paste the link here. Once you do that, whenever someone clicks on this place, it takes the person to your blog area where they can see all your articles. So update changes, make sure it's saved. Good. Now we have to also change these areas to reflect our blog article. To complete this site, you need to have articles published on your blog section so that you're able to come and edit this site. So I have some articles written. If you don't have articles written yet, you can maybe skip this for later, or if you have the time, you just publish 3 articles, high quality articles, before you come here and edit this site. But I strongly recommend that if you don't have articles, finish your website before you come to this section and edit, so that you write really good articles. Because if you don't write good articles on your site, it has great impact negatively on your site. So I have 2 articles ready. I'll just go and publish them. So I'll go back to this area that we opened our website and go to dashboard, right? And on the dashboard area, I'll go to post, add new post. Quickly, I'll do just one and you see. So I have an article here ready, and it's called Wedding Vendors in Nigeria. I'll just copy this. Put the heading here. Copy the whole article here. Paste here. So we have an article here that we've published. This is really not a well-optimized article. We can optimize this article later on. So I'll just review this article to see how it looks like. It doesn't look too great, but I'll just publish it for now, and so that we can use this to illustrate. So if we go to view site, and you go to blog, you see this article that we've published here. So we have one new article published here. That's it. So what we need to do here is to click on this article. And we have, what we need is this link, right? What we need is this link. Okay, so when we come here, we can just first take this heading. So if you copy and paste, it's not going to make sense. So you can just type it out here. I'll type it out. So once you type this, so here you can add a little text about what you published on the website, like just anything. Just make sure you don't copy and paste. Just type it manually. It mustn't be very long. So I'll type something and then I'll be back. So here I said, planning your wedding can be overwhelming. That's why we have prepared a list of vendors for you to, right? So, you know why I said for you to, so that they can be tricked to read more. Now, we'll put the heading and there's some text here to help them. The next thing is to come here to this read more and add a link. That's where we'll go to the blog article that we published. Sorry, make sure it's the blog article that you published, and this area has so copy this. Be careful so that you don't use the preview. So this is a preview. Close this. It must be an article that you've published, right? And once you publish an article, it's going to show you the slug. The slug is this area that shows the title of the article or something like related. So just copy this and come back to your editing area. Make sure you click there and paste it here. So to change your image, you can click on the image. If you don't have an image, you can go to pexels.com, and so I just said free black wedding vendors. So it gave me a list of wedding vendors, and I chose this wedding photos rather, and I chose this. So I've downloaded this. I don't need to download again. I'll just come here and choose upload files, and open this. There is a way to optimize your images on your website and also reduce the size of your images on your website, but we've discussed that in detail in the full training. Try and check it out. It's also on the ebook, so try and read it in case you've not read it. Good, so we have the image here. Like I said, it's always good to optimize your image before you post. So just insert media, and we're going to have this beautiful image here, right? It's here. So you need to do the same to all these images. So not to bore you too much, you know how we did this. I'm going to do all of this now and come back. I'm almost done. So when typing your stuff, make sure that all your texts are correct and all of that. And I'll just add the last image and we are good to go. So if you're uploading your images, you need to make sure that the image sizes are small. We're going to discuss all that maybe later on. I'll show you a plugin to use. So you see we have all this sorted out, right? Featured articles, we have everything in place, so we can just make sure that we save this before we move to the next step. So if you want, you can still view your website and see how it looks. Beautiful. So we have this website looking here, featured articles. If we click on this article, it's going to take us to the full blog section. You see? Good. So now that we're done with this area, you can come down to this area childcare topic. So what are we going to put in this section? You may want to talk about the area of focus for your blog, and just put a little text here, something like what area of expertise include. Yes, so here I've said our areas of focus. Our areas of focus in this blog include writing about wedding vendors, discussing wedding planning, providing tips on engagement, and general advice on events. So this area is a different blog. You see that it's called an icon list. You don't need to worry yourself about that. You can add one item here if you want, but it's not the same as this area where you just edit from this place. So if you click here on each of these, you have the items to come here and edit. So you just click here and edit from here and not here. And that's it. If you want to see the items, just go back, click on it, and you see. So that's it. On this area, you can also change the images. So images that reflect what you want to see here. You can always have images on pexel.com and that. So I'll change these images and I'll be right back. So apart from going to pexel.com, another way to find images for your blog or articles or anywhere would be to use Google. But I need to warn you, do not download images directly from Google. So you can search with the keyword. So I'm searching here with marriage engagement. Instead of viewing articles, right, I'd rather view images. Then I'll find an image that suits what I'm looking for. Yeah, so this image makes sense. But if you have images on your phone or laptop that belong to you, you can use them. The idea is not to copy images from Google or download images from Google directly and use them. You're going to be penalized and your blog cannot be monetized by Google, right? So the best way to do this is to click on this image and probably view it where it is so that you see it correctly. This is the image. And then you go to your Windows and type in, you can use a tool called snipping tool, right? Use a tool called snipping tool. It's going to help you to snip this image instead of downloading it. So click on new and snip it. So you see, it becomes your own image and it's not downloaded. So you save it as wedding engagement. So save it here. Now, Google is not going to know that you downloaded this image. Please don't download, else your work will be in vain. Google will know. Use a snipping tool or use your phone to screenshot the images, crop it, and bring it back to use it. Very, very important, right? So I'm going to do all of that. Now I have taken one image here. I'll just come here and upload the image. Inside media. Do same to here. So good, we are done with this section, as you can see. So what you can do here is to update. Now we have two sections to go. You need to know that the home page is the most work on the blog. Two sections to go. On this section, you're talking about testimonials. You can change this to something else. So you want to show people that people are interested in your blog and they are already giving you testimonials on your blog. Sometimes you can use fictional testimonials. It doesn't mean you're lying, it just, but if your blog grows on and on, if you don't like, you can take this out, right? To take this out, just come to this area, click here and remove it. So when you click here, right click, you can delete if you want. Come here, click here, take the whole of this area, and it's off. But I don't want to delete that, so I'll just undo. And so to undo, you press Ctrl Z, right? Or you come to history and then go to the last place you edited. Click there, it's going to take you back. So I'll just put in some text here and I'll be back. Yeah, so you see that I've typed in great wedding advice. Yeah, wedding tips from experts who are experienced. Makes sense. I trust this website. They provide useful event planning tips. Now, if you're new to, if this is the first time and you actually do not have honest reviews, you can only use this as placeholder. Placeholder means this thing or this person, in the case of person, will just be here for the meantime until we replace it with the original, right? So you can put this as placeholder. Once you begin to get reviews, please come back and change it to reflect the reality, because this is just fictional. But it makes sense because you're using this to build your website. So make sure that you click here to put the names and here to put the text, and come here to change the image. So you can still go to Pexel. The reason why you're using pexel.com or Pixabay is to make sure that you get images that are royalty free, that are free to use, and Google is not going to penalize you. Please do not download Google's images from Google or other websites. Your work will be in vain because you will not be monetized by Google. So use this. If you have to use Google, make sure you screenshot it. I recommend screenshotting even more than using the snipping tool, and then before you upload. So you can come here and search for profile photos. So once you have these photos downloaded, just go back and upload them. Good. So once you have them uploaded, you can insert them here. I've seen that it has taken another shape, but it's fine. We can actually resize it to this shape if we want. I think it's here. You can change it to thumbnail. Yeah. Come here and upload this. So for this image, the last image, we can decide to use a more mature face, right? And then change it to thumbnail. Good. This section is good. Make sure that your names represent the people, and update. So the last thing we need to do is this section. Like I said, you can decide to delete this section by just taking out each of them, or entirely taking out the whole of this section, and you're good to go. But in case you want to add this section, you can just press Ctrl+Z and you have a section back. You may want to say meet our writers, but if you don't have authors yet, you may want to just skip this area. But I'll just put it because I have authors. Good, so I've uploaded the images of the article writers on this blog, so you can also add some text here if you want. If you don't want, just take this out. This area you can as well style it. Go to typography, increase whatever you want to increase. You can call it whatever. Meet our writers, and then click here to upload the images. If you don't have writers, don't worry about this side. Insert the writer's name. Yeah, so make sure that they are all set. This area here is to put their social media handles. I don't have that for now, so we can just take that out if you want, each of them. And delete. Come here, right click, delete, add ones. Come here, right click, delete, add ones. So we have them neatly sitting here, and the next thing to do is the footer. So this footer area is going to be done in our next video, and we'll be done with the home page, and every other thing here will not take time as the home page. So we've gone this far and we are here now. Like I said, if you're not sure that you have writers or you don't have writers, just click on this area. Make sure to click on this area and take it out, and that's good. But if you have writers, you just click on Ctrl+Z to bring that area back. I'm good with this and I'm happy. I am going to update. Once you update, your home page is almost set. So we only need to work on this area. So click on view here to see how far you've gone. This is beautiful, right? See what we have there. Good home page. Yeah, so we just but you go back here, there is something we need to do to be sure that we are good, right? So you need to make sure that your blog is compliant on the mobile device or mobile devices. Just click here and come up here. Click here and come up here. Click on this mobile device icon to see how your blog looks on the phone, or the homepage looks on the phone. You can also copy this URL to your phone to be sure that it looks good on the phone, right? I checked it on my phone and this wasn't too good, so I'm going to go to typography and reduce this a bit. Take this to maybe 12 or so, and then go down here to be sure that every other thing is fine. I think for now everything is fine. It looks good on mobile, so I'll just click update and we are good.